Welcome to a special episode of the Sean Morgan Report. It's a health and wellness episode with Stacy, my mentor. She works with Young Living, and that's essential oils and a lot of other natural products. And today we want to do an episode just talking about how, in the family medicine cabinet, you've got all of these things that big pharma makes, and some of them are useful in an emergency, some of them aren't. They do more harm than good. And you can actually replace a lot of these things with natural products. So what are some of the go-to things, Stacy, in your medicine cabinet?
Well, like I had explained, thank you so much again for bringing me on here. Um, uh, as I spoke before, is my go-to oil was lavender because it does so many different things for our bodies and for scrapes, scratches. It's really the Swiss Army knife of all oils. So lavender was my first go-to, and that comes in the starter kit that we're going to talk about. Just kind of being prepared and having everything at hand when you need it. The time that when you've cut your finger or you have a scrape or scratch, that's not the time when you go, oh, I think I need to grab that. And it takes a while. So you need to be able to be prepared and have that on hand. And again, so many of the products that we have that's what I did was I just replaced everything that I had in my cabinet with our kit. And I was originally bought my kit over 8 years ago. Again, just because lavender was what I was looking for, but little did I know all of the other oils that came along with it. And one of my favorite oils that I have here is Valor, and that comes in the kit as well. And it's one of those that helps you feel brave. It helps when you need a little extra strength and calming and just focus. And it's amazing if you sleep next to a freight train. So you put it on their toes and everything just becomes quiet. So Valor is amazing.
Well,
Lemon,
what's in
lavender.
Valor?
Valor is a blend of, it's got blue tansy in it, it's got frankincense in it, it's got camphor, and it is one of those blends that is it smells amazing. You put it on the back of your neck, and like I said, it was actually one of those when I was giving a big presentation. I use it, and it just calms me, settles me. And actually, I'm just going to use a little bit here. Just helps with a little bit of focus. You just do a little bit of this. You can just drop a little bit here, and you can inhale it.
I just traveled from Brazil to Florida, and in Brazil, it's a culture where they care a lot about the way you smell. Like so perfumes and colognes, big part of their culture. It's very expensive, so they go to the US and they buy their perfumes and colognes there. And all the stores, there are all these Brazilian people buying these things. And the thing is, they get obsessed with the brands and stuff. And so this one of the ways that I see Young Living essential oils with these different proprietary blends, like Valor is like the Calvin Klein, type of, it's like that blend that has that distinct smell.
Yeah.
The difference is that Calvin Klein is chemicals and this is from nature, and it has these different properties that can do amazing things.
Right. It's all about the molecules. It's all about the chemical constituents that are inside the essential oil that does the body good. And where this is different versus like a fragrance. So anything that is a fragrance is a corporate secret. And so they don't have to tell you what's in fragrance. You'll see that in, I always talk about reading your labels, and anything that you see that has fragrance in it is the company's secret. They can add anything they would like, and they don't have to disclose what's in that. They just market as fragrance. And so a lot of times when people talk about fragrance or they don't like smells and things like that, usually that's that synthetic response. And you can and as you go through your wellness journey, you start detoxing more and more, and you're more sensitive to those synthetic smells.
I get sick from cologne, regular cologne, so I can't wear it. But this is natural cologne.
Yeah.
Something like Valor that has like that manly frankincense smell.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And then also another thing is you'll notice that we have some friends that are particularly maybe allergic to the plant of lavender. But because our oils, essential oils, do not have the proteins in them, that does not create that allergic response. So they won't have that natural, that normal, response to it because there's no proteins in it. So you may be allergic to cedar, but cedar wood is a blend or a single, excuse me, that works really well. And you may have an allergy to it, but again, the oil you wouldn't have an allergy to because there's no protein in it. Of course, use it at your own discretion. But that's the amazing thing of it is that there's no proteins in it. So there really is no allergic response. You may have a topical skin irritation and you may see a little bit of a detox challenge where your body is going through that detoxing process, which is really good, but sometimes it doesn't always feel great. So you just go slower when you use your oils. But when you're consistently using your oils, you're going to have that really great response where you're going to notice your energy levels are increasing. You're going to have that response of just feeling better. Again, it's cleaning those cells off. So we were talking about lemon, lavender, and peppermint a little bit earlier. Those are great for occasional seasonal allergies. Where it helps with the body just not have those seasonal responses. And so you can take that, as a couple of dropfuls in a veggie cap. You can diffuse it, and you can put in a honey, and so being able to utilize that, it's an easier option. It's a faster option a lot of times rather than taking something as well.
Yeah, and you can make your own homemade bug spray too with a lot of different essential oils, including lavender. It really is that Swiss Army knife. But
It is.
citronella, you taught me about this Australian one. How do you pronounce it? Kunzea?
Kunzea. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Kunzea. That's really good for ticks. But
yeah,
I like the idea of being able to make your own potions, like a spray bottle for cleaning, a spray bottle for bug spray, a spray bottle for surfaces. They make this thieves spray, which has a lot of the properties of things that kill the bad stuff, but like the cinnamon and the clove and that really strong stuff. What's in here? We've got
cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, lemon,
citrus, lemon, rosemary, eucalyptus. So many different great things in this. It's already a spray. Oh, I'm turning red. I need to reset my white balance. This is really good as an alternative to the alcohol spray. Yeah. So instead of using chemicals for bugs, use the natural. Instead of chemicals for cleaning, it's just an alternative to get rid of the chemicals that are really can hurt you and your family.
For sure. Some of the other oils that that are particular to this starter kit that we're talking about is thieves. We all have to have thieves in our home. I mean, that really helps with our immune system, supporting our immune system. And it's one of those things that's in my diffuser every single day. And
we all need thieves in our home, not the thieves that steal stuff, this type of thieves.
That's correct. There's a reason why they gave up that recipe all that, many years ago during the plague. I mean, that was, they were getting in there and they were taking all of the people that had died from the plague. They were going in and stealing their things and they were not catching the plague. And so they got arrested and they were told, what are you doing?
Spice traders were using the spices to stay alive during the plague.
Right. And I mean, you've seen pictures and we've seen pictures now where the doctors have those masks, those long noses. Well, at the end of the nose was the dry herbs that was keeping them healthy, right? They knew it, right? We know it too. So we've got DiGize, which helps with everything digestion. These oils are adaptogenic, so they're going to go into your body and they're going to work exactly and go to where they need to work. We have frankincense, which we talked about frankincense in oils of ancient scripture. Frankincense, there's a reason why they brought this amazing oil to the Christ child, was because it does so many things for our cells, as far as helping rejuvenate and just feel better. Frankincense is wonderful. We have lemon, lavender, peppermint, like we talked about. There's so many wonderful things that peppermint does as far as just helping with digestion as well. It also helps with focus. It also helps with just getting oxygenating our blood. And it's athletes are using peppermint for just working out longer and jumping harder, farther, and faster. And it's one of those that I do if I'm going on a cruise or I'm going in the mountains where I have any type of balancing issues or anything like that. I'll take a capsule of peppermint. It just really makes me really steady. Let's see, we have Citrus Fresh, which is a wonderful blend of citrus. Again, citrus is a wonderful cleaner essential oil in our cells and in our home. And then we have Raven, which is a blend of eucalyptus, again, for that respiratory support. Panaway for our muscles and our joints. This is a blend.
Can you imagine just throwing
green
away the chemical balms that you don't even know what's in them and just using something from nature that does the same thing even better?
Yeah, many have petrochemicals in them. So to be able to, maybe take a couple of tablespoons of coconut oil that you might have at home and putting some drops of Panaway and rubbing those on your knees or your ankles or your hands. I mean, I have customers that their hands really bother them. So they'll do that. They'll put that on their hands and they get a lot of relief from that. We also have Stress Away. I mean, Stress Away. I keep a roller ball on it. There's a reason. Kids, traffic, life, stuff, news. So
I'd say
Stress
that's the
Away.
number one thing that essential oils for me have helped with. Diffusing it in your office or in your bedroom. It adds another dimension to your life. It calms you down in a subtle way that maybe you don't even notice it, but then when it's gone, you do notice it. And just in general, I'd say the average person out there, a symptom that they don't think of as a symptom in their life is that stress and anxiety, so.
Well, and it also can help you along with lavender. I mean, you can use either one. And also another oil that comes with it, peace and calming for sleep. I mean, getting and staying asleep. Not waking up at 2:00 in the morning or 3:00 in the morning, but staying asleep.
And
these
people
oils
take these types of sleep medications that cause weird dreams and nightmares. And of course, you can become dependent on them and they're so unnatural. But yeah, you gave me two interesting oils here for kids. Kids Sense, it's this whole line for kids. And one of them is called Sleepy Eyes and the other one's Sniffle Ease. So when, kids, they're even more sensitive to chemicals. So you don't do something natural for them.
Yeah, we have a whole kids line that's specifically made for kids where it's completely diluted. They can actually use it on themselves. We have a whole rollerball line and it's just absolutely amazing that your kids can be empowered to know what to use when they're not feeling their best. So that's what has been great with having these products when my kids were growing up. They're getting older, they're teenagers. But that's just something that they know. They know that they can grab something when they need it. It's not going to hurt them. And it's going to make their bodies feel better. And yeah, it's a great resource. It's great to be empowered as a mom to be able to have the things. There's nothing worse than when your child is sick and not be able to help them. It breaks my heart. And these products are a way to do that.
You can take some of the things are like really simple. Like you click a button, you get the kit and you've got all this stuff and this kid stuff is not already diluted. So you just literally just start to put it on there.
Yeah. And we have great resources.
You can put it on your skin pre-diluted, or you can do, sorry, there's someone's working in my backyard now, but you can dilute this stuff and you can save money actually. Like when you dilute stuff that's like cleaner for your kitchen, right? You can make your own spray bottles. You taught me how to make your own roller balls. So you can just get a kit on Amazon or wherever, and you can put in like some type of oil, a carrier oil, and a few drops of essential oil, and then you have your own like beautiful perfume or cologne bottle type of thing, and you can roll it on yourself. It's really handy.
Yeah, roller balls and everything on Amazon, not oils. get those directly from Young Living, and that's where we provide you the link to get your oils directly from Young Living. So yeah, we've had some interesting challenges that people try to resell oils, and you just want to make sure that you're getting exactly what you want from the company. There's no cheaper way to get it than to get it from Young Living.
Absolutely. Yeah. And also it supports the channel. That's a part of the reason why we're doing these episodes, is because it's a way of supporting the Great Awakening and the work that I do. People who are into the Sean Morgan Report, getting all the politics stuff, the spiritual stuff that I put out there, and they want to find a way of supporting in a way that's like free market, not just sending Sean money, but actually, getting something to support the health of their family at the same time as supporting the channel. So we're going to put links below. You can check out all the products that we talked about. And when you click on those links, it's an affiliate link, and it benefits me and my family as well. So I want to just bless all of you. Thank you for watching. And we're going to do another episode next week, talking about more of these natural things that can help us in our life, keeping our families healthy. We'll see you next time.